Anything else? Yeah.
You spoke about the mind transforming to a good heart. Is the mind and the heart the same in the practice? You see bodhicitta arising from the mind and the heart. Can you explain that?
To transform the heart, you have to go to hospital. It's an operation. The doctor needs to transform the heart. The same. The same. That means the same. Which means, you see, the altruism, you see, it means not, well, it means it's altruism and not in intellect, but altruism in the heart, in the heart, mind, see. When we say mind is happy or unhappy, we don't point here, mind is happy or unhappy, no? We point here normally, no? Or what? Or point. So normally when we talk about happy and unhappy, we don't point here. So I think we see mind, to that, you see, happy, unhappy, it will like that. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's same thing. We say, I feel so sad, like that, or you say, so happy, like that, or see, which means something, that's the same place, where we get angry, where we get from where strong desire rises, strong anger, strong desire, you see, rises, So you see, so it's more pointed there rather than the head. Okay.
You gave an example that seemed very simple, but I've been thinking about it.
Yes.
It's actually difficult to me.
Yeah.
Your example was when you serve a cup of tea, make it an act of charity.
That's right.
The more I think about it, the harder it becomes. When I don't serve tea very often, what I do, my thought is maybe not to spill into people's laps. That's all I do, serve tea. But no two people serve tea the same way. Some people that serve tea, they think they're doing you a great favor. Other people, they just like to serve tea. They're a lot of fun to make tea. I prefer them. Nobody's the same, and it seems when you say, well, I'm going to serve a cup of tea to make it an act of charity, you've already spoiled it because you've introduced your ego and you think you're doing somebody a great favor. And maybe people don't want you a great favor, maybe they just want the tea, Charity, all I need is a cup of tea.
Yeah.
They don't even want the tea, It could be a very situation.
They want the uncomplicated tea. Yeah. see, now, the question is this, that you see, here now, the reason why I'm explaining this is why one should do these things with a particular attitude, with these specific attitudes. With the purpose of the emphasis is to do things with precise attitude and this and that. That is, you see, comes from, the point of talking. This is about how to live the life. So you see, it's you see, that is because the point explaining about these things is because of, you see, you see, yeah. Maybe anyway. Let's put this way. So now, how do you think from where the happiness came? You know, the happiness. From where the happiness came?
Well, even there, that would be a very false thing. If people are not happy, I don't want them to put on a phony smile and say, oh, have a nice day, have a delicious cup of tea,
Yeah.
smile, be happy.
Yeah.
Maybe if they're feeling miserable, then it's, they can do me the favor of letting me cheer them up instead of them trying to cheer me up. How does it work? Could you repeat again the one? Somebody, excuse me, somebody give tea and have a good day. And what? Okay. So no, my question is that from where the happiness came. Maybe there is no happiness in the situation. Maybe the people are unhappy. Maybe somebody is serving tea to somebody and
No, this is not related with the tea. No, this is not related to, generally speaking, happiness, unhappiness, from where the happiness came.
If you could tell me that, I'd go find some.
Huh?
If you could tell me that, I'd go find some. What about the unhappiness? From where it came? Maybe we don't know it's unhappiness. Well, maybe I don't know it's unhappiness. Perhaps until I came to this lecture, I was neither happy nor unhappy. I was just taking up space. Unhappy. Do I have to go away feeling unhappy because you have to talk?
Did you ever experience unhappiness? Did you ever experience happiness?
Well, I'm sure I've experienced all kinds of things, but we try to make the best of it and keep going anyway. You can call it happiness, you can call it unhappiness, you can call it I'm sorry, you can call it honor, but I just try to dig in there and, you know, go through one more day at a time.
Yeah, yeah. No, the point is this, the reason why there is the reason, you see, why I'm emphasizing is the daily life activities, you see, how they're important to do with the specific motivation. That is a that is this. You see, there's a happiness and this suffering, and the happiness from where it came from the, you see, the positive attitude, you know, positive attitude, and it's and action motivated by that, which is positive, positive virtue. So so like this, the say the happiness came from the positive attitude, virtuous attitude, and action which is motivated by that, which is the virtue, which is positive, and the sufferings is the sufferings, you see. Came from, you see, the non-virtuous, you see, attitude, or the negative attitude, and its action, and the action that which is motivated by that, by those negative attitude, which is negative action, or non-virtuous action, and so like this. And Nagarjuna, Nagarjuna explained in the text, you see, Jewel Garland. That the attachment, hatred, ignorance, the karma or the action that was born from, you see, and the attachment, anger, you see, ignorance, is non-virtue, and from that, all the suffering rises. The three, all the three lower realm beings, all the suffering, you see, the suffering, the lower realm, or the suffering migratory beings, the suffering migratory beings. Then from the non-hatred, non-attached hatred ignorant, you see, the actions born from attached hatred ignorance, you see, is a virtue, and from that all the happiness rises. But the happy migratory beings, means deva, means those are worldly gods who live in the higher planets than human beings. So happy migratory beings. So comes from the cause of this happy rebirth. Rebirth. The body comes from positive attitude, non-hatred, non-attached, non-hatred, non-ignorant, and actions born from that, which is positive, pure. So the great the great Pandit, the Nagarjuna, who is predicted by Buddha to see that who will come, this bhikshu will come to spread Mahayana, the Buddha's teaching, the great vehicle, the Mahayana teaching. So, however, so this is now, now like this. You see, for example, even our own, you see, even our own experience, you see, while you see, with the motivation. With the motivation, with the attitude that which not desire, attachment, that which not hatred, that which not ignorance. You see, and now that which not any of this. So that is pure. Is pure, pure, not possessed by any of these disturbing thoughts. So you see, for example, when our attitude like this, first of all, even from when our attitude is non-hatred, attached, non-ignorant, you see, there's a peace, during that time. During that time, our mind is in a state of peace. There's a happiness in the life during that time. You see, there's a calmness and there's a peace. So same thing when we do work, actions, you see, out of this positive attitude. With this attitude, you see, we have, there's calmness, you see, happiness. tranquility, see, peace, stability of, you see, a stability of life, you know, not ups and downs, see, stability of life, you know, peaceful. So, so this similar, you see, that's how one feel, you see, one's own experience. You see, one's own experience. You see, one attitude is positive like this, non-hatred, non-angry. You see, say the non-attached, non-ignorance, and then doing the positive action. So the action, so like similar, you see, the action, you see, that action has, you see, has effect, has, you see, positive effect. Positive effect, you see, not problem, but you see, happiness, peace. So, like you see, for example, like you see, by planting, you see, by planting raisin, then you see, what comes from seed that was planted is sweet, raisin. So what comes from that, but when it grows, you see, what comes from that fruit is also sweet. So by planting, you see, chili, you know, seed that is hot, you see, also from the stems and from fruit, what you get from that stem is also hot. So like that, similar. So, with you see what you see when the mind is you see possessed by anger, you know, by, you see, anger, hatred, you see, and overwhelmed by desire, you see, and possessed by ignorance. There's, you see, there's no, how to say, peace. For example, when the mind is overwhelmed by anger, you see, like a fire, you know, like having fire inside the heart, you see, there's a pain of anger. And then when there's a desire, you see, strong desire, you see, when the mind is overwhelmed by desire, there's a pain of desire. So that explains there's not peaceful mind. You see, there's uptight, you know, you see, painful, you see, say, you know, pulling, say, like pulling the heart, you know, by the object, you see, pulling the heart, sort of, you see, pain of separation. There's a pain of separation. You see, there's uptightness, or like a pulling. So, like you see, there's a pain of desire. You see, it's not relaxed mind. It's not relaxed mind at all. You see, when the you see, mind is overwhelmed by desire, you know. If you analyze, if we want to really check well, if we want to really analyze well, you see, you know, you see, it is not relaxed mind. It is not peaceful mind at all. So same thing, you see, with the ignorance, you see, also is like kind of, it's like being in the dark, you know, like being in the you see, you see, without light. You see, in the road in night time, you see, if one is walking, you see, without light, nothing, you see, dark. So like that, you see. However, so when our attitudes are like, you know, possessed by this, you see there's no you see real peace there. You see, so the action that which is motivated by that, so while we're doing the work out of this attitude, it's the same. You see, there's no peace. So similar is these actions have negative effect. You know, I say negative effect, and you see negative effect, and you see it has a result. You know, our problems or sufferings, like the from the reason, you see, result reason from the chili, hot chili. You see, the result fruit is a hot chili, and so like that. So first of all, you see, even by examining the different, those two different, if you check while our mind instead of, you see, non-habitual, non-attached, you see, non-ignorance, that nature of mind, and you see, if you check the habitual mind, ignorant, you see, the attached mind, if you check those two minds, you see, we can find complete differences from, you see, complete differences. One is peaceful, one is very peaceful nature, one is unpeaceful, you see, painful, very gross, you see, and painful. Like that. It is like that or no? Huh? It is like that as I say or not? Huh? Is it, for example, when the mind is completely overwhelmed by desire, you see, so dissatisfied, you know, that nature of that mind, and when the mind has, you see, filled with satisfaction, you see, no attachment. So there's big differences in the attitude. You know. So one can understand by analyzing, you see, the attitude, you know. So you see, by one's own mind. So now, as far as now the result, now the cause is you see, that we can, by analyzing, we can see clear big differences. There is big differences. So same thing like that in the action. You see, one of the virtue, one of the non-virtue. So the result is different. So now, as far as the result, now, now, there are many results we can talk about. There are many results we can talk about this life, without talking next life. You see, by following the desire, you see, the dissatisfied mind desire, there is actions done out of that. You see, you never find satisfaction at all, and life becomes so unhappy. You know, it's more and more unhappy. You see, things like that. You know. For example, you see, the fish follow the desire, you see, and then the result is being caught, you know, you see, on the hook, you know, mouth being caught there, you see. So the desire causes death, you know. So same thing, the flies is the desire, you see. They follow the desire, seeing the light as a palace or something very beautiful. You see, there's no suffering. One cannot experience suffering there. You see, so it's a complete hallucination. So the fly, you see, jumps. You see, fly with complete hallucination, and they follow the desire. You see, jumps into the light. You know, try to push. You see, try to get into the light, into the fire. You see, and the flame, things like that, and. So, then they say, one example elephant. This is a shortcoming. Shortcomings of following desire. You see, they say, experience the problems by following the desire. Also, one thing. Just mention one example, elephant. However, you see, so like that. So, for example, by following desire, what comes to the end, the conclusion is a complete disaster. See, broke all the relationships. You see, many, you see, again, you see, broke, say, life becomes so mess. They see where it leads. You see, by following desire, where it leads is so mess. You see, so many problems created to so many people, made so much disharmonious. And then besides oneself, you see, at one's own home, with one's own companion is disharmonious. So you see, then you see court, deaths, many deaths and court cases, or then so many things. Then other you see, other things is the other things alcoholic. You see, and then as also you see, the life becomes so uncontrollable, you see, cannot do anything. So nothing else except living on alcohol is nothing else cannot benefit others, cannot do service to other you see, people, and so cannot do even good things for oneself. You see, so what happens is only causing shortage life or is danger to one's own life. So disease, things like that. However, so there are many. You see, there are many things that actions following this negative attitude. You see, that it cause a lot of harm in this life. There are so many things. You see that one can tell from one's own experiences. From our own experiences, we can tell many stories how following these negative thoughts, how it brought life into the problems. Therefore, so our lives, most of our lives full of these stories or examples. So like that. So now, yeah. So in regards, you see, now result experienced in life after this, happiness is created out of this positive attitude, out of this positive attitude, you see, create action, do action. Then the result happiness after this life, not only in this life but even life after this. And then you see, from negative attitude, doing karma, creating action, then not only confusion in this life, but also not only unhappiness in this life, but also suffering after this life. Those suffering rebirth, and the other one has a happy rebirth, like that.